All right. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Time seems to stand still now, but hope you guys are well. We wanted to come to you as a team to recognize some of you for doing some fantastic work throughout this year. If we are still in school, we would normally be doing this in either the gym or Hawk Hall, but obviously we're going to do it this way. So we want to recognize many of you for working really, really hard this year. And even though we've spend a lot of time apart, many of you are still working really hard from home, and that can even be more of a challenge than working at school with the accountability there. So congratulations to all of you who've been working really hard these last several weeks. I know it's been weird circumstances. So we've got several different awards we're going to give out today. We're going to start off with period awards. So we have we've gone through, and each of us have picked someone from each of our periods who we think has done an outstanding job of meeting the requirements, not only just academic, but also being a good citizen and being kind to everybody else and exemplifying the traits that we want to stress here at Riverside, all the character skills. So to kick us off, we've got Mrs. Cox.
All right, everyone. I'm going to be doing the period awards for English. So for second period, Dylan Wolf. For third period, Natalie Conkle. Fourth period, Bo Wolf. Period 5, Cameron Hackworth. Period 6, Lauren Faulkner. And period 7, Claire Schofield. You guys are all very deserving for the period awards for English.
Hey guys, up next is going to be our math awards for period 2. Math is going to be Josie Trebley. Period 3, Landon Davenport. Period 4, Jordan Bishop. Period 5, Zach Gurman. 6th period, Cadence Dye. And 7th period, Sophia Alvarado. Nice job to all of you guys. Good job. Next up is Mr. Schwartz with science.
All right. As Mr. Fishback just said, I'm up next. So for period 2, it is Christian Johnson. For period 3, it is Nick Tomlinson. For period 4, it is Bella Hightower. For period 5, Ane Apanco Ramirez. For period 6, Reese Wood. And then for period 7, Ava Stifel.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Schwartz. For social studies, period 2 is Ryder Rosebro. For period 3, my word goes to Lily Zeno. Period 4 is Caroline Bott. The word for period 5 for social studies is Abby Gilbert. Period 6, award goes to Lily Varga. And for period 7, the award goes to Sam Carter. Congratulations to all of you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause in your homes right now. Woo. All right. Woo-hoo. We're proud of you guys. All right. So the next category is, we call it honorable mentions. And these are students who exactly the same qualifications as the period awards. You've done very, very, very well. You have completed your assignments on time, mostly on time. We understand every once in a while we get behind, but you got everything in most of the time. You're mostly on time. Again, good citizen. You've been kind to everybody in class. You've been just a pleasure to have in class and worked really hard. So for our honorable mentions, we have several of you. So we kind of split up the list. So we're just going to kind of name these off. And congratulations to all of the recipients. And I'm going to kick this off here. So the first several names, congratulations to Yavuz Atlamaz. Congratulations. Peter Barajas. Ava Baskerville. Diego Carabano. Sorry, Diego. Silas Cotton. Manuela Cremasco. Bryson Curry. And Allison Doherty.
I'm going to pick up the next honorable mentions. So the awards go to Jacob Duzan, David Eichenauer, Aubrey Ellinger, McKenna Feldwich, Drew Fisher, Lucia Freza Goycom, Carlos Gallardo Lopez, and Mia Gatz.
All right. In the next set here, we've got Caitlin Gillen, Allison Irwin, Adele Jacobson, Denny Johnson, Reem Khalil, Jenna Myers, Madison Pachorik, Danielle Pankop. Good job.
And then finally, picking up where Mr. Fishback left off, we are rounding it out with Madison Phillips, Katie Ponsler, Mia Sheezer, Bryson Slagle, Lucas Thomas, Henry Wood, Jasmine Wu, and Ben Zhu.
Woo.
Yay! Congratulations.
Yep, good job, guys.
Yeah. All right. So the next award, or several awards, are going to go. Mrs. Cox is going to introduce this. This is kind of a special thing that she has done that many of you know about. And take it away, Mrs. Cox.
All right, guys, this is going to be for the 40 book challenge. Which I know we're not at the total end of the school year yet, but I wanted to congratulate those who have finished the 40 book challenge. That's a pretty hefty challenge to take on. You've got not only reading 40 books, but also very specific genres. So the awards go to Josie Trebley, Luke Trombley, Ian Workner, Allison Irwin, Vihan Kotam, Zainab Sharif, and Nicholas Tomlinson. Awesome job, guys, finishing that challenge.
Good job.
Awesome. Good job. That's awesome. That's honestly, if I can say that something real quick, that's a pretty huge thing. Reading 40 books within a year. That's very cool.
Even less than a year.
Less than a year. Yeah. I think I've read half of one. I have one special award I want to give as well. And it's bittersweet. I want to recognize Mauro Mansour Alonso because Mauro, you did such a fantastic job in the geography bee. Not only did you crush it in our class, you won the school championship. And I truly, honestly believe you could have had a shot at the state championship that would have taken place last month in April, and had a chance to go to Washington, D.C. to represent not only Indiana, but super cool Riverside Junior High. I really, truly believe you had that shot. Unfortunately, with the circumstances that came about, it just didn't happen. So, Mara, I want you to know on behalf of all four of us, we are super proud of you for what you did and what you accomplished. And next year in 8th grade, hopefully we will be back to our traditional, normal type of school, and you got another shot at it. And I know you'll do super well. So congratulations, Mara. That was awesome.
Awesome.
So again, bittersweet, super proud of you, but bummed that it did not happen the way it did. All right. Next section, the next group of awards. We have each gone through our subject and we've picked out 2 students in English, math, and science. One student from the advanced classes and one student from the regular classes. Since I don't have advanced or regular, I just picked a boy and a girl. But these are 2 students from each subject that truly stand out and have gone even more and above and beyond what we would expect. And so to kick that off, we have Mr. Schwartz.
Yes. So for science, as Micheline pointed out, I'll be doing one student from regular, one student from advanced classes. And the first individual that I want to recognize is somebody that is a very hard worker and completely knocked it out of the park academically. Not only were they exceptional academically, they had an outgoing personality and would volunteer in class. And then lastly, I think it's the small details that we remember about people. And for this individual, I will always remember the great attitude that they would show when I would always celebrate Happy Friday, and I would tell you all a terrible pun. And so the first individual that I want to recognize is Lainey Hart. So, thank you, Lainey, for an outstanding year. And the second individual that I want to recognize for science is somebody that I will always remember just for their overall bright personality. That bright personality made it extremely easy to get to know them over the year. It's somebody that would always just make my day better because they always had a smile on their face, and they always just seemed genuinely happy to walk into class each day, and also had a general curiosity for what we'd be talking about in science class on that particular day. And so the second individual I want to recognize is Zoe Heil. So,
yay!
An outstanding year.
Awesome.
All right. So next up, I'm going to recognize a couple of students for math. First of all, for advanced math, I want to recognize a student that just completely crushed it the entire year as far as academics were concerned. She was very quiet and well behaved in class as well. Just always got her work done. I was actually just looking through the grade book a couple of days ago, and I think she's had like a 99% or better for the entire year. As far as like tests are concerned, I think she maybe missed 5 test questions the entire year and hasn't missed a single question since like November or something crazy like that. She just was awesome. And so this award for my advanced math overall student goes to Ruby Bohannon.
Yay! Nice job.
And then for my regular overall math award, I want to recognize a student that just really kind of went above and beyond with his personality, could always put a smile on my face, always had interesting stories to tell about his weekend, always would say hi to me in the hallway, just an overall great person to be around, and that is Wes Comer, a.k.a. Little Mac. Good job, Wes.
Yay. Nice.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to pick it up for overall for English. The first individual that I would like to recognize is just a stellar student, an individual in general, incredibly respectful, hardworking, and since day one, I knew that anything that was thrown at this student, especially in class, they would just do their absolute best on it. And not just because, he wanted to do well in school, but truly wanting to understand the content. This individual has integrity, is incredibly kind to his peers, and I want to award this to Brogan Kaufman. I know that an exciting future's for him. So,
woohoo. Way to go.
The second individual that I would like to award for overall is a total rock star, someone who's incredibly helpful, whether it's helping with, her peers or with friends or with teachers. Definitely somebody that you can count on and rely on. Very fun to chat with books about. Her excitement for a great story always can draw someone in. Very creative and has a knack for understanding literature at a deeper level. This person is very inquisitive and has a unique perspective when thinking about the world. Her ideas are pretty powerful, and I want to challenge her to continue sharing them with others. This individual is Sadie Malden.
Yeah.
Yay, Sadie. Nice job. All right. And for social studies, I want to echo, first of all, what everyone has said as far as the just the qualities that we look for. And these two individuals, again, all of those things, they're constantly working hard. They're constantly having a good attitude. That's the most important thing that I look for in students, is looking for positive attitude. And both of these recipients, honestly, I think you could drop in the middle of any situation and they're going to come out with it smiling. They're going to have just a positive attitude about it. And I know they're going to work their hardest. And it was hard picking students like that because we had so many of you who qualified for those things. But the two students that I've chosen to represent Social Studies Awards this year, I couldn't think of two better examples of that. So the first award for Social Studies goes to Eli Bauman. Congratulations, Eli. Outstanding job. And the second Social Studies Award goes to Marilyn Morris. Congratulations, Marilyn.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Now, here's the hard part for all of you listening and watching. We had to pick two students to represent the whole team for overall awards. It's kind of funny watching us because we're, who should it be? We have a lot of recipients, a lot of people who are so qualified for it, but there's two individuals that we feel confident after kind of looking at everybody, that we feel confident that really truly represent what we want our team to be represented as, and all the qualities we've said before. So to give the first award, we've chosen one boy and one girl to represent our team. So to give the first award is Mr. Schwartz.
So the first overall team top student that we want to recognize as an individual that did extremely well in all of our classes, not just science, but math, English, and also social studies. They were a student that was extremely respectful towards all of us. They always pay attention in class, and they achieved high grades in all of our classes. I know in science specifically, this individual turned in some of the best work that I have seen over my past 4 years teaching. And so the first student that we all want to recognize as a team for our overall top team student is Tyler Kors.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyler. For the second award, exactly the same qualifications and things that Mr. Schwartz said as well in all four subjects: math, social studies, science, and English. Always has a positive attitude. And again, someone that we could count on to just always be there, not just physically, but mentally, and be engaged in what we're doing and have a positive attitude and be a leader in that. And this next person was what I call a kind of a quiet leader, someone who wasn't super, super out loud, boisterous, but I know that students look to as kind of leadership and what she chose, how she chose to represent herself in class. As we were looking for grades, I know I won't speak for everybody, but in my class, this recipient had the exact same grade as Tyler did, kind of like a twin grade, and which is kind of interesting because the second award for our team happens to go to Kara Kors, twin of Tyler. Yes, congratulations, Kara. We've never given out twin awards before like this, but truly both of you guys deserve the awards. And so just happens to be your brother and sister. So you guys can both be proud of that at home. And I know your parents are very proud of you. So congratulations to both of you. All right. Well, that's it, folks. We just have a couple final things we want to say. And Mrs. Cox.
All right, everyone. I know that we are heading into the fun of summer, but obviously you know that I need to say, continue to read this summer. There's lots of great books out there. And if you ever need any recommendations or ways to get ebooks or anything like that while things might still be closed, let me know.
I'll go next. I just want to say thank you for an awesome year. Enjoy your summer, enjoy the time off you'll have right here, and make sure you get refreshed and are ready to go, once school starts up here in August. And also remember to be safe, be smart, and be nice during your time during the summer.
Yep. I guess I just want to thank all of you guys for just a great school year this year. It's been honestly one of my best and favorite school years of my career. You guys have been an awesome group of students. This is obviously not the way that we wanted to end it. We would love to see you guys in person before we head off to summer, but that can't happen just considering the circumstances. But I just wanted to say, I hope that next year you guys won't be strangers. Come up and say hi to us. Maybe swing up through the 7th grade hall on your way to some of your classes and just say hi to us. Smile at us when we see you in the hall. We love to just kind of catch up with you and hear about some of the things that you guys did over the summer. So thanks again for a great year, and I hope you guys have a great summer.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Fishback. Thank you, everyone. First of all, I want to thank the team of teachers, Mr. Schwartz, Mr. Fishback, I've worked with for a few years now. Mrs. Cox is new to our team this year, and she was absolutely outstanding. And it's been just a pleasure to work with them. And we have worked really hard this year to make this your best 7th grade year. And I think, well, I guess it's your only 7th grade year, hopefully, but your best year you've had so far. I know it's been a little unusual and different, and it's nothing that I think a week or two at home would have been kind of fun and different, but not the rest of the year. And I think all of us would have chosen something different to be back at school, but it is what it is. And so even though we spent a fourth of our year apart physically, you've always been in our hearts. And there hasn't been a day that has, through this past 2.5 months or however long it's been, that I have not thought of you guys and wished that we were together in class. And sure, it's nice sleeping a little bit, and it's nice not having to, dress up as much, but I'd trade that in a heartbeat to be with you guys any day of the week. And so on behalf of all of us, we want to wish you guys a fantastic summer. And as Mr. Fishback said, come back and see us next year. We'll be right where we were this year. And as Mrs. Cox says, I can't do that. Sorry, look at hers. You guys are awesome. Have a great summer. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but